Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy Ashton. We're coming back to you to make another video. As you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I just make videos about whatever's going on in my life, some new tech, whatever I'm using. One wheels, electric skateboards, it doesn't matter. We're just making videos and upload them on the internet. So if you want to stay around for the next one, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Go ahead and leave me a like and type me out a comment for what you want to see in the next one. Without any further ado though, I want to talk to you about a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to cave in. I didn't want to cave into the hype like everybody else. I know. I've seen all the videos. Everybody's saying the MacBook Pro 16 is fast. I'll agree. It's totally stupid fast, guys. It's stupid fast. Like, really, it's honestly ridiculous. Been using the Razor Blade for about a year now. I've been using Premiere. Adobe Premiere is cool. I like Premiere for the most part. I just really don't care for how you have to render things, where it takes like 20-30 minutes at a time at the end of your video, depending on how many effects, if it's 4K footage, whatnot. That part's really inefficient in my opinion. I love the way Final Cut does things as far as rendering, stabilization. It does it all right there in the moment as soon as you quit editing or as soon as you quit playing back footage, which is super awesome because then when you go to play it back in a couple seconds, you see full resolution, fully stabilized like footage, and it's not dropping frames. You open up a 4K clip on Premiere, watch it in full resolution, try and drag through it, and you're maybe looking at like 8 frames a second. You're not getting good playback at all. Not smooth playback, it's like glitching. And this is technically like a really powerful computer, especially on the GPU side, but Premiere isn't really optimized like it should be, so they don't really use the GPU as much as they should be, where they could take a lot of advantage of that GPU rendering. They do have it enabled, but it's not like Apple does, guys. Apple really has done ridiculous stuff with Final Cut to optimize the software to work with their own hardware, and I mean, it's ridiculous. I really cannot get over how fast this computer is, and I hate to say that like everybody else has been saying. They've been going, oh, the MacBook Pro 16 is so freaking fast. It is freaking fast, guys. It's freaking fast. I've not ever seen a MacBook like this. Before I had this, I had a 15-inch MacBook Pro with an i7, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 solid state, and a Radeon 560X. That computer, when you went to throw 4K footage at it and stabilize it, it really couldn't handle it like that. That was part of the reason I wanted to leave it, because I did want to try and do some more 4K content. I mean, it looks great. You can get great color space on certain cameras, which is amazing. Yeah, long story short, I wanted 4K, and my 15-inch MacBook could not do 4K. My iPad Pro can handle 4K footage. Like, what the heck? Yeah, guys, if you don't want to go buy a new laptop, but you need to edit some 4K footage, you could literally just use your iPad, which is so dumb, honestly, at the end of the day. I mean, Apple, you should really think about making your own chips for these guys. I know that would probably take some more like coding and converting like of all that stuff, because I'm sure like Intel coding and all that is not going to be the same as your proprietary chip. I would love to see that. I really think you guys could kill it with a MacBook. The results of like your A12X that's in that iPad Pro from 2018 is so freaking strong. I mean, it was chewing through 4K footage in LumaFusion like that. Provided that it could have supported the 10-bit footage, I probably would have edited on there. But it can't, so here we are. You can't do 10-bit on the iPad Pro, so if you do want to do 10-bit 4K, you're out of luck. But if you want to do 8-bit 4K, you're good to go. That's not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about the MacBook. So the specs in which the one I bought, right? What did I get in my MacBook? i9. 2.3 gigahertz, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, as well as having the Radeon 550 or 5500M with 4 gigs of graphics. Sorry, I wasn't going to buy the 8 gig because I got such a good deal on this computer. I got it for literally $450 off, guys. You cannot complain about that at all. Micro Center had one heck of a deal on these computers. Yeah. Pretty specced out. Radeon 5500M, gosh, I can't say that, guys. I hate how they changed it. What'd you guys do? Why'd you go from 3 digits to 4? Why? Radeon 5500M is ridiculous as far as like on editing programs like Lightroom, everything. I can have as many raw photos up as I want, no issues at all. Everything is still nice and fast. Additionally, I mean, you've got the 16-inch screen now on here, so no bezels at all, which is great, pretty much. I mean, you still got a little bezel. It's better, though. It's better. We don't have a massive bezel. Would love to see it get as thin as like your iPhone, you know, that'd be sick. Maybe next year, we'll see it eventually, I'm sure. It's really fast. You've got the Apple Arcade access on here, which is awesome. You can play games on here through the Apple Arcade, so if you play them on your phone, on your iPad, on your MacBook, they're all going to sync up. It's going to have your save data. It's going to have all your info for where you're at and what you're doing, which is great, honestly, because you can just play the game on your iPad, play the game on your phone, pick up where you were, pick it up on your MacBook, still got all your levels saved. Thanks, iCloud. Off the rip though, great computer, screen looks phenomenal. The performance of it is ridiculous. I've never seen a MacBook that performs like this. This is really getting close to giving a pro machine on the go. Like, you can edit 4K footage no problem at all. This is a pro machine, guys. This is really where the MacBook should have been the year before. This is where it should have been the year before that, and the year prior to that. Apple really been playing around on that 15-inch MacBook for too long. They knew it had heating problems back in 2017. They knew it had overheating problems. It was throttling like crazy. They still kept with the same design in 2018. They still kept with the same design in 2019. And finally in 2020 we see our 16-inch MacBook Pro. They did a good job. So you've got so many different things. They've redesigned the keyboard now as well. They went back to their old ways. I wouldn't say it's a redesign, I guess. They just converted back to the old. You've got your like original Mac keyboard, kind of like what was on your older MacBooks before 2017. Those butterfly switches that they put in the 2017 models and up just kept going out and kept going out and kept going out. Can't tell you how many people I've heard having to get their keyboard replaced or key replaced just because of that freaking MacBook keyboard. It was literally trash, guys. It was trash. Last thing we're going to talk about is the battery life on this guy. I have used it multiple days fully for not the entire day, but I would say like hour sessions throughout the day, and I mean, this thing rips. It still has great battery life compared to the Razer Blade back here. This thing's trash at battery life, guys. This thing is trash. It's a gaming PC though, and I did that video and a bunch of people were commenting like battery life things and all this, 60 hertz and put it on battery saver. I did, man, and I'm not gonna go through and have to underclock my CPU and do all that stuff. Like, everybody was really getting pretty technical on it, and I was like, nah guys, that's the thing though. You shouldn't have to go in and have to undervolt your CPU and turn off your GPU so that you're not pulling power like that when you're just trying to use your laptop to browse the internet in your bed. Like, that's ridiculous. There's no reason for that. The battery life though on the MacBook, ridiculous. Biggest battery legally allowed to be put in a computer. So yeah, good job, Apple. I like to push those limits. I see you. Here's the line, and they said boop. We're gonna push right up to it, which is cool. I'm cool with that. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you enjoyed today's video, remember, leave me a like below, leave me a little comment below, hit that subscribe button. Boop. Make sure you're subbed for the next video. I'm gonna be doing another giveaway soon. Not sure on what it's gonna be. It'll probably be a new product that's pretty hot that a lot of people are excited about, because that makes sense. Yeah, stay tuned. Make sure you're subbed to hang out for that next giveaway. Yeah. This has been my MacBook Pro 16 first impressions. Catch you in the next one.